Jim Pletcher, head football coach, Pinecrest School, Fort Lauderdale.
All right, Coach, what year is this for you?
Going on 9. Going on 9 at Pinecrest.
Coach,
yes, sir.
Being around football and being around this game?
4th decade.
4th decade.
40 years.
What have you enjoyed most about this?
The great thing is watching young people develop. To me, it's the greatest thing. I did 29 years at the collegiate level, and when you get a 19-year-old, it's about who he is, and he's not changing much. These guys change a lot as they get going from 14 to 18 years old. So that's been the most rewarding thing. Priceless, they say.
I know you enjoy this job so much. Tell me about this 2013 team that you got and what you hope to enjoy out of it.
It's an inexperienced team. I won't say young, it's an inexperienced team. We had a lot of seniors last year, got a chance to play for the conference championship. So a lot of those guys have moved on, and it's time for some people to step up. And it's exciting this first week watching guys who've invested, and we're starting to see some things, some people that you didn't know they had it.
Talk about some of those guys that are stepping their game up. They're going to be the leaders in this team. I know obviously you said you lost a lot. Give me some names, positions, and what those kids are showing you.
Okay. Obviously, the returning starter on our offense is a quarterback, Zach Smith. He's had a real nice summer, a real good preseason so far. Real good athlete, great leader, so we're expecting him to take that offense, which has basically a whole new line, minus Brendan McHugh, who was our center last year. So he's back, so we've got those two guys back on offense, and the rest of the guys are fighting for jobs right now.
And of the young guys, who's showing you the most maybe so far? You say, okay, this guy might help us out.
Yeah, I think as we look at what's going on, Austin Latosky is a receiver for us, been a little banged up, but he's got the potential to be a real good receiver. Oliver King, Jr., has had a great summer and is having a great preseason, so we're expecting big things from him. We're still waiting on our tailback from the spring, who a little high blood pressure, so they're holding him out right now. But Rashane Wilson, we think he's going to be a real good player for us too.
You look at the schedule. Obviously, I know that Southeastern Conference. You guys love it. It's great competition. Everybody's sort of on an even playing field. But you look at the schedule right now and you say, okay, this is a great measuring stick game, I think, for my kids. Which one is it?
Opening game with Fort Lauderdale High School. It's always the opener. It's always the opener. I think the opener will set the tempo for us. We're in a lot similar position we were in last year as far as not a lot of guys have played. And now it's who's going to step up, and I think winning begets winning, and we just got to get ourselves winning real early in the season.
The Southeastern Conference that's been developed, what has that done for high school football and teams like yourself?
Well, the thing it's done is put high school athletics in a proper perspective. We've, and in my opinion, and collegiately too, we've taken young kids who haven't done anything yet, and all of a sudden they're sitting in the Dolphins locker room. You know what I'm saying? In other words, there's still a long way for them to go. And we've taken the fun out of athletics. It's amazing as you watch what we've done to it's a business, and it shouldn't be a business in high school. And yet that's what it's turning into. You got kids getting coached by people who aren't coaches. It's a mess right now, in my opinion, because the bottom line of it is it's part of the educational process. It should support the educational process, and it should teach lessons, life lessons, that the classroom doesn't teach.
Last question for you. December, looking back on the season, what's going to make you happy as a coach? What are you going to say, okay, I did my job, the kids got it. What accomplishments, what would they have done that proved to you that you
I think the big thing is they've got to understand that it's a journey. And like I said, it's part of the educational process. You're going to win some, you're going to lose. No, hopefully you don't lose any. But the reality of life is you do stumble and fail once in a while. What have I learned from that? And then is this commitment something that we're going to do and keep going back to that conference championship every year?